So why do so many real estate agents fail, and how can you avoid the same fate? You know, the beautiful thing about real estate sales is it's an open playbook. We know exactly why agents succeed and exactly why they fail. There is no mystery. Every successful real estate agent is doing the same minimum things to ensure success, and every agent who fails did not execute on one of those minimum requirements. So maybe you're thinking about getting your real estate license, or you're in the process of getting it, but you're nervous because you heard how high the failure rate in this industry is. Or maybe you've already gotten started, but things aren't going the way that you thought they would, and you're desperate to turn things around. Well, I'm about to give you 6 of the most common reasons why real estate agents fail. Really, these are the only reasons that they fail at the end of the day. And if you can be aware of these items and do the opposite, I would personally bet money on your success. So let's get right into my reasons why real estate agents fail. Now, number 1, and really, this is the only reason you need at the end of the day. It's by far the most important, and every single agent I've spoken to who has quit or is about to quit the industry has displayed this behavior, and it's that they don't lead generate, or they don't lead generate enough, or they lead generate a little bit and then they get business and they become too busy to continue to lead generate. You've heard me say many times, real estate agent is 2 full-time positions. The first full-time position is lead generation. This is doing the work to attract clients that want to work with you and sign brokerage agreements with them. Once that's complete, your second full-time job kicks in, which is servicing the client, doing a fantastic job representing them on the sale or purchase of a home. But if you do not spend time doing the first full-time job, you will not have that second full-time job, which is the one where the money actually comes in. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of how to lead generate. I have dozens of videos specifically about all the ways that you can generate leads. But just know this, if you're a struggling agent who's not selling as much as you want, I would encourage you to just note what you do throughout your day. Keep a notebook with you throughout your workday, make a little section for each half hour, and just make a brief note about what work you did. At the end of the day, go review what you did. Now, if you don't have a significant portion of your day dedicated to lead generation, this is why you're not succeeding and why you will probably end up needing to quit. It is so tempting in this industry to fill your day with busy work. There are endless distractions and there is endless busy work that will lull you into believing you are being productive. You are not being productive at all. And the very simple litmus test for this is, if you are not doing an activity that increases the odds that your phone will ring with a client who's interested in working with you, then you are not lead generating. Okay, designing your business card is not going to get your phone to ring. Even designing your website, your email signature is not going to get your phone to ring. Even when you're starting out, developing your brand and your colors and your logo is not going to get your phone to ring. Creating content will get your phone to ring. Keeping in touch and following up with friends, family, and people in your hobby groups will get your phone to ring. Calling FSBOs and expireds and circle prospecting will get you on the phone with people who will potentially work with you. And again, there are many other ways to lead generate, but just know success in this industry ultimately comes down to this one factor. Are you lead generating enough or not? The second biggest reason why real estate agents fail is they don't understand sales, and more specifically, they don't understand what they're getting into when they become a real estate agent. And this is the main reason why they don't end up lead generating consistently every day, because from the start, they never knew that that's what this job was really about. Really, most people have no idea what a real estate agent does or what being a real estate agent is like. And that's including people who are in the process of getting their license or who are newly licensed. And let me tell you, it's a rude awakening. So if you're considering getting your license or you're in the process, you just need to understand that you're not an employee. You're an independent contractor. You're an entrepreneur now. And I know many people go in with the mindset that the broker is the employee that's going to teach them how to be an agent and give them leads and help them close them. That could not be further from the truth. Your broker is not your employer. Your broker is the company you partner with to handle the legal aspect of your real estate business. You are on your own completely and 100%. You are in sales, and with sales, regardless of what industry, whether it's selling insurance or selling loans or selling software, you need to put yourself out there and lead generate consistently every day for a long period of time. You also really need to become a student of the game, a student of sales. If you're in school to get your license right now, you should be listening to podcasts about how to be a great salesperson, about how to generate leads as an agent. Again, all the information is out there. There is no mystery in this industry. The entirety of the information that you need to succeed in this industry is probably contained in 2 to 3 books at most. So this is not some complex equation you have to figure out, but you do have to understand what being in sales means and make sure that it's going to line up with the lifestyle and work you desire. And listen, be honest with yourself. If the thought of picking up the phone and calling people or creating content or reaching out or being social just sounds awful to you, then maybe this isn't the best fit for you, and that's totally okay. It's better to be honest with yourself and know what you're potentially getting into versus deceiving yourself and then ending up having to quit and do another career change because you didn't really understand what being a salesperson meant. The number 3 reason agents fail is because they don't follow up. This is a little bit more rare, but it does happen, especially for agents who are naturally very social and outgoing and have a large friend circle. They're going to naturally get some leads right off the bat and probably close some deals. However, for long-term sustainability, part of being a salesperson, being a great salesperson, is conversion or lead follow-up. And what this entails is really taking meticulous notes in a CRM, in a client or customer relation management tool. And basically, this is simple as listing out the people that are in your world, in your sphere, and tracking all the information you know about them, their name, phone number, email address, things they like, things they don't like. If they're an active client, obviously all the details about what they're looking for in a home or to sell. And it involves categorizing these people into cold, warm, or hot leads or some other form of categorization so you know how to systematically follow up with them on a certain frequency. And so basically, every single day, a portion of your day should look like going into CRM, updating your notes, adding new people, and having a ready-to-go list of the people that you're supposed to reach out to that day. This is what a true sales professional looks like day to day. And again, this is one of those things in real estate that's not necessarily difficult in terms of mental capacity, but it's a discipline that requires consistency, and that's very hard for a lot of agents. So again, be honest with yourself. If you just don't think you have what it takes to take good notes and record keeping and follow up consistently and do the same task consistently every day for a long period of time, this probably isn't the industry for you. The number 4 reason why agents fail is because they don't do a good job on a deal. Now, if you're fortunate to have a deal, this is a great opportunity to deliver a 5-star customer service experience that is going to increase the odds you get future referrals. It's going to get you a great Google review, and you're going to have potentially an advocate for your business. But unfortunately, sometimes agents don't deliver on that great experience. They're not going to get a referral. They're not going to stay in touch with that client. And instead of their business compounding, it slowly withers and dies. Now, I'm not going to get into too much detail about what doing a great job looks like. A lot of it is very straightforward and obvious, like strong communication and follow-up, and capitalizing on any opportunity to go the extra mile for your client. But what I want you to take away from this is that every client is a huge opportunity to have a client for life and an advocate for life. Sometimes as agents, when we get a little bit of success, we're always looking at that next deal, that next client. I'm guilty of this sometimes in my career. So what I would encourage you to do is look at each client that you're already working with that signed an agreement with you as an opportunity to knock it out of the park and generate referral business from that person for the rest of your career. So what I'm saying is the game doesn't stop when you already have the client deciding they want to work with you. You've got to see that through to the finish line and do a great job. The number 5 reason why real estate agents fail is they don't put themselves out there. And this is really very similar to not lead generating enough, but it's a slight distinction that I do want to talk about, which is some agents will do some lead generation work, whether it's cold calling or hosting open houses, but they really don't put themselves out there. They don't put themselves in front of a camera. They don't post on social media. They don't talk about their jobs with friends, family, or on social media. And sometimes they won't do things like host open houses or door knock or send postcards. And again, you have to understand this is a sales position. Being in sales means putting yourself out there. Your goal should be to be synonymous with real estate agent in the minds of everyone who knows you, so that whenever anyone has a real estate need, you're the first person they think about. That is never going to happen if you're hunkered down in a cave and never putting your name or face out there. So again, if you're considering getting your license, you're in the process, or you're already licensed and you don't know why things aren't going well, you should really consider if you have the personality type and have the ability to put yourself out there a little bit, to not be afraid of maybe looking silly or whatever thoughts are coming up when you plan to go put yourself out there in some way. At the end of the day, this is about you and your business and your success, and you shouldn't let any of those negative thoughts or fears about what people will judge you for get in the way of your success. So ask yourself, are you really prepared to put yourself out there? If you are, there's a much higher likelihood that you're going to be hugely successful. And last but not least, the number 6 reason why real estate agents fail, I call the blame game. And this is when agents, things don't go well for them at the start or at any point, and instead of reflecting on what they are not doing or doing that they shouldn't be, they blame it on some other factor. The most common one being the broker, right? When you see an agent switch from broker to broker to broker, a lot of times there's legitimate reasons for that, but most often it's because this person has a fundamental misunderstanding about what success in this industry looks like. If I have one catchphrase, if I have one thing that I've said more than any other, and I don't know if I've heard anyone else say this, it's successful agents would be successful at any brokerage, okay? I'm at eXp Realty. I love this brokerage. I don't have any plans of leaving, but I could leave. I could go to any brokerage and be successful because, again, the brokerage plays no part in your success. And you can nitpick that statement to death, but I really think that's the best mentality for you to have as an agent, is that the brokerage is just there to handle the legal aspect of my business, and in my opinion is there to create the most ways to put money back in your pocket. That's how I look at what brokerages should do in a partnership. But the more you're leaning on the brokerage to provide success, whether you think they should provide you leads or training or support, you are putting yourself at risk. The brokerage is almost never the reason why an agent is not having success. Your age isn't the reason. Your looks are not the reason. Even your experience is not the reason. And also, please hear me when I say this, is the competition is not the reason. This is another famous excuse that agents love to use when they're failing, is that, wow, there's just so much competition. There's so many agents. It's so easy to get your license. Now that is true on one level, but in terms of a mindset level, as far as I'm concerned, there is no such thing as competition. Business is unlimited. One of the healthiest things you can do for your mindset is understand that you would be successful at any brokerage, and also business is unlimited. And you can prove this just by going on your MLS and looking at the hot sheets, all the new listings that come up each day. This is just one side of things. These are just the sellers. You could never list all the homes that come on the market every day. You could never represent all the buyers that are in the market at any given time. So business is truly unlimited. There is as much as you want to go grab, and you will grab as much as you lead generate consistently and to a high quality degree. So whatever you do, have respect for yourself and don't play the blame game. Again, this industry is an open book. There is no mystery as to why agents succeed or why agents fail. You can go look at all of the top agents' YouTubes or whatever trainings they put out there, and there's going to be similarities in all of them. At the end of the day, it's being a great salesperson. It's putting yourself out there every day. It's providing value to your ideal avatar, and it's consistently doing activities that are likely to make your phone ring every day. So there you have it. Those are the 6 reasons why real estate agents fail. This information should give you a lot of confidence. It's very clear what you need to do and what you need to not do. The only question is, do you have what it takes to do this stuff? Be honest with yourself. Can you lead generate for a few hours every day for 8 months before you see consistent results? This is simply a marathon, and most people cannot run a marathon. The good news is, if you can run a marathon, you can have your own business, make really good money, have no boss, have no limit to your income, have no restrictions on your vacation time. and eventually you can have a business to sell for and retire off of. So at the end of the day, it's just about knowing what you're getting into and being honest with yourself about if you have what it takes to do those daily actions. But it's not a mystery, it's not the broker's fault, it's not someone else's fault. It's just a matter of what you do with each day and if those activities are the right activities. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video provided value.